This is Lauren.
This is Trey.
And this
is the Partnership Podcast.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good night.
Good day.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Missed it. It's over.
March the 4th, 2026. Welcome to the Partnership Podcast. Honey, burning question. Top of the hour. I am very attracted to you, and I would love to make an opportunity for sex to happen. What's your schedule look like? And on your scale of wantingness, willingness, where you at?
I feel my assistant has gotten back to you with my availability.
Abby, the assistant, yes. Can I say her name?
Sure.
Edit that out.
She's pretend. I feel very... I'm ovulating, which is lovely. But it's interesting. I'm deeply attracted to you. We have worked through so much. I can feel this. I want to get to New York. Yeah. Like everything out of my way. Like it's funny. It's this very much happens every time. Yeah, but I have this feeling that I think I'll even be flirty and horny on the train. Have we told that story?
Yeah. Yeah, the train sex story. Oof. Oof. Jesus.
It was one of my bucket list items. Listen.
It was, oh boy, we crossed that one off. Oh my God.
We just chose a really bad time.
Poor time. Okay, real quick. So
yeah, I mean, there's new listeners. Give them the
okay,
juice.
so Amtrak. Amtrak.
Sponsor us.
Please just don't arrest us.
Please sponsor.
Okay, so what we did is we went into the bathrooms. The train has like a 30-minute stop between where we are and New York City and DC. And so we're like, hey, let's go in the bathroom and have sex. If you've ever been in an Amtrak bathroom, they're big. It's not like a plane bathroom, but they are disgusting. Especially after, 6, 10, 15 hours of that train coming from New Orleans, right?
Were we on that one? We weren't on the one that starts in Roanoke?
I don't know. So the smell was palpable, and we get inside. We're both horny, too. So spontaneous desire. It's like we're not taking it slow. We're trying to get in there. And
I feel like we'd already been flirting, too. Touching, maybe kissing, maybe sexting.
But then it's time, once we get in there, it's time for fucking done. And... Lauren brings her vibrator in, so we begin the act of penetrative lovemaking, and then the train starts boarding. So imagine there are people outside with suitcases in a hurry trying to find seats, all of this shuffling, and then I'm in there going, oh God, the smell. The smell of that, I don't know, the porta potty, antiseptic. So I'm in there thrusting, and Lauren's vibing on her most precious bits, and I think she comes. Did I come? I did. And it was just...
It was this face.
It was the face of we shouldn't be doing this. It's the face of the regretful orgasm, where it's like, oh God.
No regret in my body. I don't know what's wrong.
Lots of regret in my body. Lots. And we wipe up our filth, and then we the part of leaving the cart, the part of one of us then the other of leaving is
whenever we are naughty.
That's a lonely feeling.
Yeah, we always have to do this depart. We don't do this that often, but it does titillate me. So Trey plays into my game sometimes.
And sometimes I'll take it where I can get it.
That's what led me to this conversation, isn't it, everyone? And so, we always have to do this, he leaves, I lock the bathroom door again, wait, so that hopefully nobody notices.
Well, you can't lock the bathroom. Oh, I leave, pardon.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then I leave in a little while later. I just remember... So first of all, when it stops in DC, friends who are not frequenters of the Northeast Regional or the Crescent, I think Trey's saying we were on the Crescent, which he is exactly right. Starts in New Orleans and goes all the way up to Boston. So people have been on that train for forever. If that's the case, I am sorry. I am deeply sorry. But when we stop in DC, the engine shuts off because they're changing from diesel to electric or electric to diesel. I don't know. And so the bathrooms can't flush. So they are a unique kind of stinky right then.
Also, even if they could, like, you're getting those smells. It's a marinated bathroom.
Everyone can probably imagine. It's such a unique smell.
It's a porta potty smell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was on my bucket list, and we did it.
So anyway,
Trey
when
won't
do you want to have sex
with me
again?
in a airplane bathroom.
I'll speak for myself. And I
know
would
how
actually
to challenge
invite you. I would love to invite you, a person that speaks professionally, to ask questions. Mm-hmm. I would love.
Like to have intimate interactions with me.
It's probably going to be a soft pass.
See?
He won't have sex with me on a plane.
One time he told me he just needed more of a heads up. That's what you said once. I just need more time to prepare.
I think you
what
actually...
about on the way to Europe in April?
You propositioned me, like, in the aisle.
I know. I was like, let's do this. Because we were both in line to the bathroom, and no one was around us. That's
so funny, where... And you're like, ooh, my spontaneous desire has come up, and it's like, why aren't you matching me? That's the vibe you give off of, like, you give off a bratty vibe. Mm. And I don't think it
doesn't do anything for you.
So anyway, when do you want to fuck? Okay,
I'm trying Let's to give get back you to all my these question. Opportunities.
You try to give me all these opportunities,
and these are not
that happened a year and a half ago.
Enter sex educator again. These are actually not spontaneous. So these are absolutely responsive, and they are absolutely...
It's a spontaneous request.
It is to you. Yes, exactly.
It is to me. It is in... No, it is not to me. It is in reality. Hey, do you want to fuck is a spontaneous request. Mm-hmm. In literally an aisle while you have to whisper to me because we're surrounded by people.
Mm. Can you imagine?
Go to sex ed for you.
Isn't everyone jealous of that couple who walks into the bathroom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think the flight attendants would not allow it. I do. I think we'd get kicked out, but that's even more of the hilarious part. Yeah.
Like they're going to divert the plane?
No, yeah, I think they'd knock and they would be like friends. Out. Yeah, I do. But let's see on the way to Europe because it'll be a long time.
The Sky Marshal flashes a badge.
It's the airplane bathrooms are tiny, so
they're gross.
Yeah,
they're gross.
I sent you a photo last time for one, and I was like, "This might be as close as I ever get." When I was flying to New York.
You just don't get enough sex. Let's title the episode "How Lauren Doesn't Get the Sex That She Wants."
And Trey sits here begging for sex.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Both accurate. Both are highly accurate statements.
When do I want to make time for sex? Yeah, when we're back in our... Maybe tomorrow morning. Like, maybe tomorrow morning as we're prepping. I don't know how long it's going to take me to pack, but, like, cool. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. We don't leave until, like, basically 10, so we need to leave here, like, 9:30.
Okay,
and,
cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to pack tomorrow night. It's like...
You mean tonight?
Yeah. Pardon. I'm going to pack tonight.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm going to pack tonight because I was just kind of projecting into, I want spaciousness in the morning. Like, I want to go slow in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could do that. Mm-hmm. You enjoy that.
Okay, great.
I think I'm going to pick tomorrow.
Yeah, the opportunity for tomorrow morning. I love that. Thank
sure,
you.
But
and we'll just wait until New York.
What I think is tomorrow evening in New York is that once we've traveled up there, we've checked our bags, we've had dinner with my sister and her boyfriend, and I will be the happiest human in the world. You'll be there with me. I don't think I start till 10 the next morning. Like, I do need to commute, but it's a walk. Like, I think I can feel into my body. And unless we're exhausted, sure, but I don't know. Maybe we underestimate a train. I'm like, there's nothing. I don't have to do anything tomorrow. I just have to sit on a train. Mm. Yeah. Today feels like, you know how you get those days? Like, today just feels like a lot of checklist items, and I don't want to do you like a checklist item.
And my job as a man is to respect that. And then I would like to let you know, and you don't have to give this type of energy back to me, but I've been so fucking desirous of you. I've gotten to look at your body. I've got to look at your, mind, heart, and soul. Fuck that. I've gotten to look at your body and fantasize about you, and, like, I am so in wanting. And you don't have to give that back to me right now.
Mm.
I'm just letting you know how much I need to feel you just one more time. That's it. Let's talk about something else now.
What do you think? No. What do you think has led to that level of wanting?
You had a beautiful request a couple of weeks ago to like, hey, I want you to focus on me. And like, I want you to prioritize just us continuing to come back to one another after the clipping of the wings. And I've taken it to heart.
No, I want to give you more credit. Okay. Trey's been listening to Intimacy and Desire, David Schnark.
Mm-hmm.
And last episode, we talked about LDP, HDP again. And so then on a drive or a walk, I don't remember, we were together. You said, hey, as the LDP, what should I know more about the type of sex that you're interested in?
The want to type of sex. So your highest desired sex,
Yeah.
not the willing to, but
Right.
the want to.
Like the sex that you crave and
Correct.
are interested in. And it was a great question. And, I found, I didn't tell you this. You know what it was? It was on our drive, our rainy, dry drive. I think that's when we talked about this. I think I found myself bristling at first, like not wanting that title or that label. And I was like, that's an interesting sensation, because I bet so many of my clients feel that. So shout out to each of you who are like, well, I don't know if I like being the lower desire partner. So that was a wonderful thing to feel into my body. And I thought, no, Lauren, it's okay. That is the whole premise of Schnark's book, is that it is not a right or a wrong. It is just an understanding of, as we can all see right now, I control the sex, right? Trey is not going to demand it of me, nor pussy brat, nor sit over there and complain. I do control it. He wants us to have the sex that I want. And also, there is no shame in his wanting. There is no shame in being the higher desire partner too, which sometimes I will see a couple come to me and they're like, well, he's a sex addict. He just wants it all the time. And no, he has just a regular sex drive. Or yes, she's the lower desire partner, or flip-flop that completely. I was the higher desire partner in my first marriage. So just fun to push into. I felt very uncomfy when you asked me that question. I didn't say it out loud, but I was like, whoa, that feels uncomfortable. And so, yeah, that is where I said, I would like some slower sex. I would like sex that really allows me to reach peak arousal, some more curious sex that we're not focused on orgasm. We're not ending sex by the male ejaculation. We are just being slow. And so, when even was it recently? Where
Sunday.
you just like explored my body? Was that Sunday?
Yeah.
It's a good thing you remember these things, because I did not remember that. And
I have a diary. Sexual diary.
that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Did you even ask for permission? What did you do? You were just going to explore my body?
I was just touching.
Did you just ask to take? I think you asked to take, and I said, sure.
I don't even know if I did that.
We've been
started
fighting
touching.
colds in this house. The baby
Yeah.
just got over flu B,
It's
and
been a house full of sick people.
sick people. And so our resiliency wasn't low. I would say it was just kind of like medium on Sunday morning. So
I would say it's low.
So typically on a Sunday, everyone knows the Sunday sex ritual.
Mm-hmm.
There's slow coffee. There's sometimes some Zillow. There's a 3-minute game, and then sometimes penetrative intercourse. And we still were having our quality time on Sunday morning, but we were excited for a walk or a drive or something. A walk. Anyway, yeah, you took your time. You asked to take, and I was like, yes, that sounds so lovely. Can you just explore my body? Wonderful. And, gentle audience, I was prepared for the Trey from before. It was touch I had never experienced from you. I'm so glad we're talking about this. I was like, what is this? What is this? It was different. So different.
What I did is I just spent minutes like exploring her body, clothes on, and then hands going in and out of clothing and then avoiding genitals and breasts.
Which caused crazy amounts of arousal in me
Correct.
because it was all these erogenous zones that don't usually get activated, which I actually think I had said that in
Yeah.
our time. I had said, I wish and crave more touch that doesn't go straight to genitals.
Correct.
And he took note.
And then I asked earlier in the week of like, can I just keep my hands on your ass a lot this coming week? Because like I've been almost obsessive over your ass and your legs. And it's been really lovely where it's like, yeah, what do I want? It's like, I want my hand on your ass all the fucking time. So I asked for it. It's been really nice.
And within our partnership, a request for a hand on the ass is a request for the hand on the ass. It is not permission for anything more.
Yep.
I feel no obligation to anything more. I feel completely at peace in our partnership that when Trey requests that, he is asking for his truest want, and he is not going to take more. I have consults every single solitary week where someone will say to me, I feel that if I hold his hand while watching a movie, that leads to an obligation for sex. I feel like if he comes into the kitchen and embraces me and I melt into it, that's an obligation to sex. That he believes we're going to have sex anytime there is any form of touching. And that if I do not take it to sex, I have, quote, led him on.
Asking for what you want is maybe the hardest thing in the world. Like truly asking for like what you actually desire. And so if I were to ask for a hand on the ass, but what I really want is to slide a couple of fingers inside of you or initiate sex every time I do it, that would be considered
Desire smuggling.
or brinksmanship.
Yeah.
Synonymous.
Yeah.
So you can use there or a bunch of different other synonyms. So asking for that and then being trustworthy that that's where the hand stays is that's what I guard the agreement for. And then I actually truly get what I want, which is to squeeze your ass and like fondle it a bunch.
And
Oh, and also you're in a different type of energy space. And then me understanding that like I want this type of sex. I want the building sex. I want the longing and anticipation. I want all of these things to build. I want space for my pussy to get wet. And then that's it. And then I need to go about my day. And then it like, ooh, Trey, like, ooh, having sex with me. Or like, ooh, these flashes to pop into your head. I understand that you want space for those opportunities to happen throughout your day. Cool. I'm into it.
so back to Sunday morning. When it was clear in my body, like, oh, this is the type of touch I had asked for, and he took notes, and he is applying what I said while also being and taking. Like, it felt like a curious exploration of my body in a way that I don't know if I had been explored by you. With my clothes on, with my pajamas on, and oh boy, did my body come online.
Yeah.
Like, boy, oh boy, was I given the time and the space to let arousal build, which then, friends, if you are new here, for a person with a vulva, desire comes after arousal. Desire does not come before. And this is what I was explaining to Trey when he was asking about, my lower desire self. I was like, there are multiple ways for me to be aroused. Sometimes it is mental stimulation. Sometimes it's a really good date night where you've asked me curious questions and I feel so aroused mentally. Sometimes it is romantically. You do a romantic gesture and my heart is softened and oh my goodness, I feel like romantically turned on. Sometimes it is physical arousal. And that is what got to happen on Sunday morning. There was no obligation to sex, not at all. I was simply unwilling. I had simply given you access to my body. I wasn't allowing. And bada bing, bada boom, with no pressure, with just an opportunity, with an invitation, with a curiosity, and no, we had not said, Lauren, this is not courting arousal. You know, we hadn't said like, oh, you need to not be turned on by this, which maybe would have just turned me on more.
That 100% would have turned her on more.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do an episode of the Bridgertons in bed.
Oh my God. We should talk about that.
What is the big, can you please sum up the major difference, and will you do it clearly and concisely, between desire and arousal?
Mm-hmm. The difference between desire and arousal is the physiological experience inside of our bodies of being turned on. It is blood flow to the genitals. It is that blossoming feeling. Desire is want to pursue a sexual encounter, experience, solo sex moment. Arousal is physiological. Desire is mental.
Desire comes before arousal.
For people with penises, oftentimes they are intertwined. For people with vulvas, arousal comes before desire, which is so fascinating, right? For the longest time, people have been saying, but I want her to want sex with me. Okay. I want her to experience desire. But people with vulvas, majority of the time, there are definitely outliers to every single solitary thing.
Okay.
They experience arousal before they experience desire, which is why, cue Bridgerton again, why things like Bridgerton and Outlander and romance novels and smut turn women on so much and make them want sex. It's that wanting experience.
Arousal is specifically blood flow to the genitals.
Yes.
And then desire is almost like the seed of the opportunity for, I don't know, a hand touch or something, or like making prolonged eye contact across a room. Is that desire?
It's movement towards.
Okay.
Okay.
And then arousal is
like literally,
I'm getting hard or I'm getting wet.
Yes, or my brain is being stimulated and wanting a sexual moment with someone. Yes, right? Like, whoa. Now, there are often times where, you know, we read something that's kind of titillating, but no, the desire to pursue sex is not really there. The reason why this research was so transformational is that up until we found that for a person with a vulva, arousal precedes desire, people were using in the court of law vaginal lubrication in the instance of sexual assault as proof that she wanted it.
Oh, that's sinister.
Yeah.
That's some evil shit right there.
This is called arousal non-concordance. For a person with a vulva, oftentimes arousal comes up in the body as a physiological response to something, but it is not always accompanied with desire. That is very, very important. Never should someone say, well, but look, you're wet. Means you want it.
Well, that's some evil shit.
It's fucked up shit.
And I'm sure it's said by people that have an agenda.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So, yeah, but it's an important correlation that arousal is necessary for us to experience desire, but it does not always mean desire is there. And it is just, it's a wild thing. There are so many different ways to describe this, but it is very important for people who maybe never experience spontaneous desire like their partners to know that they're just perfectly normal. They're just perfectly normal.
Looping it back to our Sunday when I was touching your body slowly, when I took notes on head scratches, just my hands exploring where they wanted to go while staying away. I actively stayed away from genitals and breasts. So desire built in you, and then did arousal come? What happened next?
Flip them. Arousal built in me.
Okay.
Then did desire come? Yes.
Okay.
So that
It's very complicated for me
in your mind.
too,
Okay,
in
this
my
is
mind.
good. No,
And
I'm so glad.
It's okay that it is right now, actually.
100%, because when you share with me that it's complicated, it reminds me that probably to most of the audience it's complicated too. So please know that this shows me I need to explain it like in many different ways.
Great.
We could remember it that in the alphabet, A comes before D. So A is the first letter of the alphabet. Arousal must come before desire.
But that's not always the case, you told me, where sometimes desire comes before arousal.
Mm-mm.
Wait, so it is a law?
It is not a law. It is, research shows, in most people with a vulva.
Okay, so in most people, so there's always outliers where it can be flipped. Okay,
Always.
so it's not, yeah, it can be flipped.
In my body.
They're not mutually exclusive, correct? They're not binary, if this, then that?
Never in sex could we just be like, well, 1 plus 2 equals 3. We should never do that. We should never do that. And yet.
The image that comes in my mind is a wave. So a wave, in this analogy, a wave is generated by what happens below the surface of the water that we cannot see.
Yes.
If we're standing on the shore looking at waves. So what's going on below the water and how the wind and all this shit and all the sand and like what's going on below is the muscle or the generator behind what's going on or what happens above. So below is, in my mind, desire is building and churning, and then arousal is the actual wave that we see. Is that not the case?
Flip it. Yes, you are so on the nose. It's just really important for.
But desire comes
after arousal.
Desire comes after arousal. Okay, so my cock gets hard, and then desire comes?
No. So
people
I'm with penises.
Okay, well, hold on. A hard-on, is that defined as desire or arousal? Just me being hard?
That's an arousal. That is
I'm
arousal.
Aroused. Great. Okay,
and yet,
great.
Yet, for people with penises,
so
majority
A
of them.
comes before D, back to your alphabet thing? So now I have desire to use it?
For people with penises, they experience this wonderful phenomenon called spontaneous desire. You could see a sexy person walk down the street and be like, want her.
Okay.
Spontaneous. You could be sitting at your computer and be like, oh, God, I wonder what Lauren's doing. I'd have some sex right now. Does this sound like Trey? Gentle audience. Okay? That is spontaneous desire. It is to be celebrated. I sometimes experience spontaneous desire. I'll give you one guess when it is during the month.
Ovulation.
Ding dong.
Duh.
Okay? When I am ovulating, I am sometimes like, give me a man to procreate with now. It doesn't even matter who the person is. Love ya. But I'm like, give me a dick right now. Need it. That is spontaneous desire.
Okay.
Desire. And for most people with penises, arousal and desire is all wrapped up. For instance, they're like, they see something sexy and they're like, ooh, sexually relevant, want sex. Cool. For a person with a vulva, research shows, and there are always outliers. I need any.
Sorry.
For
it's a professional podcast.
For people with vulvas, we are more nuanced, and research shows, this is kind of fun, that it happened when we needed to be more picky about our mates.
Honey, you're losing me. So A comes before D. So arousal. If I get hard, I am now aroused, and then I have desire to do something with my aroused penis. Is that how it works? A comes before D. Arousal comes before desire.
Yes.
So arousal is what's happening underneath the water, and desire is the wave. Okay.
Sure.
But
Sure.
Hold on. Why are you rolling your eyes?
Because it's not, the analogy doesn't work that well. And also, you're a person with a penis, so you don't experience responsive desire all the time.
You can roll your eyes all you want. You're going to lose me again, or I'm going to get defensive.
Good. Don't get defensive.
Well, no, honey. Baby, as the educator, say it a different way.
Great.
Or lose me.
Would love to.
As the person you're trying to educate.
Great. When we are... Do you ever see a commercial for food and go, whoa, now I'm hungry.
Yes.
Great. That is seeing relevant subject matter and being like, wow, yeah, makes me hungry.
Great.
Great.
Which one is that? Seeing it is...
You are being aroused and then
Great.
you want it. Great.
Okay.
Yes. It is also happening simultaneously for a person with a penis. It's really cool and worth celebrating. Now, for most people with vulvas, they might be like, oh, an ad for food, but I'm not in the mood for that kind of food. Or, I just ate. Our bodies are more particular about that which we eat.
Oh, yeah. You're describing vulvas now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to hit you with a duh.
That's all I've been trying to say here, is that
Oh.
it is...
Great.
It is very specific when it comes to, and for the longest time, researchers, shocker, did not study people with vulvas when they were studying sexual desire. It was Helen Singer Kaplan who came along and was like, hold up. I think for people with vulvas, people in female bodies majorly, but we know that people identify in different ways, that something is happening before they want. And I think they are experiencing arousal before the wanting comes in. And so when you sit here and you're like, when's a good time for sex? It is hard for me because I'm not aroused right now.
The most accurate answer is, I don't know.
Yeah. Give me a context in which
Got it.
allows for arousal to come online. And then, yes, so that's why I said, maybe on the train, because there'll be more space and I can be in more of a sexy mood. But right now, I am not in that space. Now, what's interesting...
Where I could get myself in that space in seconds.
Seconds. Beautiful.
Or if the invitation of Trey, would you like to show me what you can do physically in a very intimate sexual setting?
You'd go.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
A before D, arousal comes before desire.
Yes.
Is it accurate to say 90% of the time?
Yeah, for people with vulvas, yes.
And then the other 10% of the time in the human population, D comes before A, desire comes before arousal, or no?
They're just wrapped up together. They're like...
they're fused.
Fused.
Where they're both... Okay.
It's not that I think you don't desire me. I think you do. And I think you can experience... It's got to be joyous. Like, I wish I could, like, be in your body for a minute. Which I guess I can when I'm ovulating. I am experiencing the signs of arousal, right? And then I'm like, yeah, I need him, want him now. You'll see it. I'll like turn to you in bed. All of a sudden, so my cycles are very short. So much information for the audience, but my cycles are so short. And so I start to ovulate almost as soon as my period is ending. Typical person ovulates like 14 days midway through their cycle, but mine is so short that it's like period's ending and boom. And so sometimes my period will be ending and I'll look over at Trey and I'll be like, oh, you're so handsome. And all of a sudden, desire is starting to be there and arousal is already there in my body. My literal cervical mucus is changing. Everything is happening arousal-wise because I'm supposed to be procreating. So it's like science is doing the arousal part for me.
They fuse.
A little bit more.
Great. Okay, they're a little bit more blended together. Great. Okay, thank you.
Some people will be like, well, why is it that when, I was having an affair or early on in our relationship, I felt like I wanted my partner so much more. And I would say that that's because there were so many more arousing contexts. Things were titillating you right and left, right? That's sneaking off, arousing for an affair. The early days of courtship, will he text me? Will he not text me? There was more anxiety. There was more attraction plus obstacle equals excitement. Excitement is arousing. And in a long-term partnership, it is safe, it is secure, it is nurturing, it is solid, it is beautiful, it is good for me. And it is not exactly arousing all the time. Good. I don't want to be filled with anxiety.
Got it. Because we're 6+ years in.
Yes.
And last night, I thought you were choking in your sleep. You were snoring so loud. And it woke me up. And that is very intimate. But boy, that is not the same of will she text me back or will he text me back.
Yeah.
So there is intimacy there. And also it was like, oh God. Because she wears that Aura ring, and it's like, no wonder her scores are fucked up. She can't breathe through her nose.
Can't breathe
I
right
think
now,
she's
y'all.
literally.
Yeah, it's bad.
It sounded like you were fucking choking.
I slept so badly last night. Continue. Yeah.
And then my mind goes to, God damn it, wear a nose strip. But that's not my place to say that again, or like to force that on her.
Again,
or
you
like
said it before.
She has not asked me, she has not invited me into how I sleep better. What she does is she immediately, oh Jesus, this is where desire dies. What she immediately does is wake up and look at her phone.
To see how I slept.
Or she's on Instagram. Like seconds. And that's intimate. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that is intimate. Mm-hmm. And I've got my shit too. I don't know. I've got my, yeah. Mm-hmm. And boy, oh boy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's where desire and arousal are not.
No.
Is she dying in her sleep? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's, it's not very arousing.
No, and I'm not going to go into right now all things, right? The mutual. Everybody understands the point. When we are in the early stages of relationship or in something like an extramarital affair, there gets to be so much projection. There gets to be so much imagination. We don't know what the other's doing when they're asleep out in their own bed, right? We'll send a you up text or what you thinking about or what you wearing text, but it is a projection. Mm-hmm. There was no projection last night. You witness all the colors of me. You do.
I was watching a show, and it's a man, and he's got a beautiful family and a stunning wife, and it's like 8 years in, and he meets this younger woman who's giving him the projection, mm-hmm. I believe that he wants of, like, you're a good man, you're a hero. He was a police officer. He did a heroic thing, but he's kind of a piece of shit. But he was getting that from this young woman. Also, he was getting these, like, I want you. Mm-hmm. I want you physically. I want your presence. I want all these things, mm-hmm. which is like an archetype of being worshipped.
I would also say, have you gotten to this part in the book yet? A reflective sense of self.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Schnark talks about this phenomenal concept of most of us have a weak sense of self. We have not developed a strong, flexible self. We haven't taken the time to define who we are as a human. And so we are out there seeking someone else to provide us with a sense of self. So that young person was holding up a mirror of, yeah, you are desirable, able to be worshipped, yada, yada, yada. Many of us are out there looking for someone else to reflect to us who we are, which so often...
I would say who we want to be.
Sure,
not who we are, but who we want to be.
So often for people in male bodies who get into relationships with women, they have been conditioned that they will get sex that will help them know who they are. I cannot tell you how many male clients will tell me, I feel like a man. I feel like I'm doing my job if I am having sex with my wife. It shows me something about myself.
Can I share something?
Sure.
It would be easier for me to leave this relationship, go find a younger woman in her 20s, and start this all over again and get more of the sex that I want and the reflective sense of self that I want, of being a smart, accomplished, financially stable, all this shit man from a younger woman. It would be easy.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for speaking the truth that so many are afraid to speak.
The power dynamic. I could go restack. Right now we're going through a renegotiation of the power dynamic in our own relationship, my love. Mm-hmm. And it's different for me. Mm-hmm. We've done ceremonies where you are now the breadwinner. Mm-hmm. And I think you are. I'll have some months are better. I don't think I have better years than you now. And it's different. And it's what I always saw. Mm-hmm. But it's like, holy shit, it is different. Mm-hmm. What's my point? My point is I could go reshuffle the deck in my favor. And I see now why so many men do that. Huh. Yeah. I could go be the more powerful, influential, go get my worship. Because, I don't know, I'm 41, a 27-year-old woman would be like, oh, he's got his shit together. And I do. Mm-hmm. For the most part, I do. Yeah, I get it. What this does, though, us staying in this, is you hold up a mirror to me. Mm-hmm. So what I get by staying here, I think is a more satisfying life. But I'm going to grow because the option is I leave if I don't grow with you. And I think vice versa too, because I hold up a mirror to you. Have I caused the hurt most recently? Yes. But as you said, so with such wisdom, because I said to you, I was like, oh, I'm the one who fucks up in this relationship. And you said to me, oh, honey, it's coming. Just the stats are in your favor right now. But it's like, so it's coming. And then what do I want? Do I want to be worshipped? Do I want more of the power dynamic? Do I want to reshuffle the deck? No. Does my mercenary, my archetype, I'm speaking in archetypes now. Does my soldier of fortune, what does he want? He doesn't want that. He wants me to make sure and have a solid sense of independence and freedom. He doesn't want me to reshuffle the deck of like, go get all these things. He just wants to make sure that I'm safe, that I have choice. That's what he wants from me. He wants to pull me out of bad situations. Am I in a bad situation? No. I'm in the situation I want to be in. And I want to be with you. And also, it can always change. This isn't till death do us part. But today, I want to be with you. And I want you to hold me accountable. I want to hold myself accountable. And I want to do the same thing for you. I want to hold you accountable. And then I want to support you, and I want to be supported by you. How did the trash feel today? Lauren took the trash out to the curb. She actually asked, she reminded me, because I'm so fucking bad at this. She goes, Trey, it's Wednesday. Trash goes out to the curb. Can I help you? And I go, actually, honey, will you just do it entirely? And she says, yes. How did that feel for you?
Great. It feels so lovely to be helpful.
Okay. And it felt good for me. It was 20% scary, 80% good. The 20% scary was, is it okay that I asked for that? Because I truly wanted to sit back down and continue to read my book. Like I didn't want to do the trash. And so it was scary of, is she going to resent me for this? Is she going to hold it over my head? Am I going to hear a comment later? Am I lazy? 30% scary. So 70% good. It was an edge. It was a definite edge. And was there negotiating in my head of like, well, you know, I did 2 hours of yard work. Like, there is a negotiation of, like, I do a lot of things in the house, like housework. So it's okay to ask for this. And also, so it's scary. It's still really scary for me.
Let me remind you that you never need to justify like that. You don't. And I honestly think it becomes a losing battle because there's always, go ahead.
I never need to justify. You can always work on not justifying.
Sure. Good. You could always work on that.
Absolutes always.
Yes.
Speaking in absolutes always scare me.
I see. I so prefer. Will you take both of the trash cans to the curb? It would provide me with an opportunity to sit back down with my book. I was really looking forward to that. Would you do that for me, for us, for this house? Do you have the capacity to do that? It would provide me with such a gift. The juicy delight of giving good gifts to one another and knowing what the action, the doing, would provide the other with is magic to me. It might just be how I'm made, but I do find with a lot of my clients it's really fun too, to add on to the ask what it would provide us with. Baby, you don't need to justify. You work so hard for this home, for me, for this house. I'm not giving this to you because you've done enough. I am giving this to you because I love you. And I love giving gifts to you. This is not, you've done it so much, so she should now do a thing. Can you feel that, right? I've done 2 hours of yard work so Lauren can take out the trash. I want to start to chip away at that narrative in our bodies.
It's so hardwired in me. This was different of like, now she owes me this. It wasn't that.
No,
it was me justifying asking you to just do it all yourself.
Yeah. But can you feel that slight difference? Did I explain that okay?
Yeah. Like, yeah. And honey, it's so deeply hardwired in me.
Yeah. No.
It's a real big edge of me not doing something that I think I should do, especially when I have the capacity, and then accepting the gift of service.
Let me put it this way then. It is actually much bigger motivator for me to do something for you as a present, as opposed to doing something because you've done more work than I have. Yeah. Okay? I've got work to do today too, right? Like that logic is just really unmotivating to me.
Who was the gift for?
You.
Thank you.
And I love, and could we zoom out more and be like, Lauren, it's a thing that's got to be done as our house. Yes,
gift for me, gift for the house, gift for you,
but it is typically a Trey chore, and so
yes,
and he said, "Will you do that for me?"
It was awesome.
Right, and so instead playing into that, and then telling me I got to luxuriate with my book, I got to sit there and do another. I got to
sip coffee and put the blanket back on, read my book. It was great.
Right,
and then the trash. Voila, got put on the curb, which is something I fucking struggle with.
And it's funny because in one of our card games, often we're pulling out what is one chore that would be lovely if you never had to do it again, or guess one chore for me that I would be lovely if I never did. And I constantly am saying trash for you. And he's like, no, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, but I see the struggle. Mm-hmm. I would be happy to help with that more. And yet that thing that I know your body goes to sometimes of this like justification, it feels weird. It feels skeevy to me.
It's something that, where is it a man's duty or it's my duty or it's like a boy's job? Yeah, it's something hardwired in there too. Mm-hmm. This is something I've been doing ever since I was probably in the second or the third grade. That also. Mm-hmm. So.
I've had to take the trash out for many years of my life.
Yeah. And I've cooked a lot of meals.
Yeah, there's not gendered things, and it's okay. It's okay that you like to provide for me in that way. It's okay that I like to provide for you in the way of cooking meals.
You're good at it too.
It's okay. I know. And it is good to ask for the things that we want. And I just continue to invite you to say it would provide me with. It is really magical for me to know what it would provide you with. Because then I'm like hippy skippy doing the thing, being like, oh, I provided him with blah, blah, blah. And
then I can trust if this is serve accept, I can trust the acceptor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, the server. You're serving. I'm an acceptance. I can truly trust the server because, okay, this is Wheel of Consent, Dr. Betty Martin, Robin Dalton, Carmen Leilani. Serve accept. The number one priority of being an accept is putting your desires forward. And then the number two priority in both of these, that you have to check both boxes, but the number two priority is respecting the limits of your server. Putting your ultimate wants, your desires, what you truly want is so fucking scary. It's so vulnerable. And I'll spend the rest of my life working on it. It's not something I'm ever going to solve.
It might get easier.
It's going to get easier. Yeah. I don't think it's something I'll ever master, and I'm okay with that. I'll master the progress.
Yeah.
I'm good with being the best practicer. How do I be the best practicer?
Which, I mean, it is so joyous, right? You told me the other day on the golf course you had such a great practice. Like you had so much fun practicing.
So good. I can't wait to go back probably today.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And may we all get deep enjoyment from the practice. I know we have to wrap up, but I wanted to circle back. When you were talking about how you could leave this relationship, go partner up with a 27-year-old who does not know you and is projecting.
A woman who doesn't, it could be a 55-year-old, I could go back to the mystery. I could just cycle back over to will she, won't she text me back.
Exactly. But then you were talking about why you're staying currently and what this relationship is providing you with and all that kind of stuff. I need to share something with you because this circles back to our beginning points from this episode when then you were like, when do you want to have sex? I felt aroused by listening to this dialogue, which then led me to desire creating an opportunity for sex with you. So for a person built like me, super sapiosexual, okay, it is far more fun to have this kind of conversation. This is one of the reasons why we so prioritize this, is that it is a turn on for me to sit down and have these conversations all the time. Sometimes we're asking the wrong question. Sometimes we are trying to prioritize smushing genitals together, when a person built like me would love to instead have a date prioritized, a conversation prioritized, would instead love to hear how their partner, their beloved, is learning about themselves. That was one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard you say, which caused want in my body, which another word for want is desire. I was being stimulated intellectually. My heart was warming. I offer to the audience and to you that for a person built like me, it's, hey, when can we have some like good time together? You could know, that might create an opportunity for sex. That might create, I don't think we need to be desire smuggling. Not at all. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I want to be careful of brinksmanship there.
I just think that that's how I get to sex. is spaces and time. So to just ask me on an average Wednesday morning, when do you want to prioritize sex, takes more challenge. I'm going to do it because I'm a sex educator and a relationship coach. I know the benefits. Go.
I would love for you to actually be within your own agency and say, that's a great question. When do you want to go on a date?
Yeah.
If that's what you truly want, honey, I would actually, baby, I would love for you to put your truest one out there. If I'm going to put sex out there, I want you to put when do you want to spend some quality time, when do you want to date out there. I'd like you to stay in your own domain when it comes to that.
I will.
I hear what you're saying, and I love it, and I respect it. I think it's very important.
Yes.
If we're practicing putting our wants and being direct out there,
Great.
to say it. Honey, before we go, why do you want to stay in relationship with me today?
I thought we were going to finish up that last piece. I am going to finish up that last piece really fast. Okay. LDP, HDP moment, though. Okay. For HDP here, who's the higher desire partner, to recognize for the lower desire partner things that help them be in a more sexual space is not a problem. That is not a problem.
No, it's not.
Great. And it is good to put wants forward. The thing that was positioned to me was a question. When do you want to have sex? So
opportunity for sex.
Yes, always. Anyway, grand. On that note, why do I want to stay in a relationship with Trey? You should see his face right now. If you're not watching, watch his face. Why did you make that face for me? At
What?
me.
Because words are important.
Yeah.
And how we ask questions are important. And
Yes.
that's why.
Agreed.
So what you said is, I didn't say it that way. That's why I made that face.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Why do I want to remain in a relationship? Because of this. For exactly, I could reformat what you said. There is a uniqueness to long-term partnership that is literally not able to be found elsewhere because of the intimate way in which we know each other. And I deeply believe that when we are wounded in relationship, we heal in relationship. And this is one of the ways how, right? I was telling my coach 2 days ago about the whole thing that we've gone through, the clipping the wings, all this type of stuff. And she said, isn't that so magical that you have been able to step into your power, your truly embodied power, with a man who has then done the work to repair, to come back into relationships, to take accountability, to learn, to grow, to be coached up in a way that no man in my life ever has before. Mm-hmm. And I could have left too. Yeah, I could have been like, fuck this shit, right? Like, why did you hurt me like that? And go away to someone who I believe in some place in my mind would never hurt me, right? I could run away and say, I'm going to go find someone who would never do something like that to me. Mm-hmm. But that's not actually what happens in the world. We are human. We make mistakes. We wound our partner oftentimes out of old stories that live in our bodies from our parents. Is it unfortunate? Sure. And I deeply believe, call me witchy woo-woo, that gave me an opportunity to step into something that I've needed to step into. Power, voice, agency, strength. And it is real cool to do it in this type of a container. What an honor. What an honor. Easy? No, but I don't know. I don't need easy. I don't need easy anymore.
Is it easier to stay in a long-term relationship for you than it would be to start all over?
Mm-mm.
It'd be easier to start all over?
I don't think I'd start over.
Or you just wouldn't do it?
No.
You just cash out?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd maybe be like casual dating then, or some type of like physical needs? Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Huh. Jesus. Okay. So crude summary. I could go be worshipped and more powerful if I were to start over, and then you just wouldn't. Damn.
Why do you think there are so many powerful single women?
Why?
Because there are not that many men who will do the work that you're in the process of doing.
Okay. Oof. Talk about a power dynamic.
Think about... we were talking about Oprah and Stedman recently.
Uh-huh.
He was proposed, and she was no, I do not want the societal scripts that come with being a wife. We can continue to be in partnership together, but no. There are so many unpartnered women who are in their agency and their power, and I deeply believe it takes a unique kind of man to say, I'll do this work. I will do this introspective work. I will put it. This is tough shit. It's tough shit.
Yeah. I see why
men wouldn't have the time.
I see why men say nah.
Yeah.
Stay in the shadow.
Yeah.
Justify it away. Yeah. And then leave. I get it.
Yeah. No, so I would not.
Yeah, I see why they blow up their lives and go find a younger woman that I guess they can get away with this type of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Huh. All right.
So thank you. You have simultaneously, and it deserves to be said, we'll end on this note, you have... Oh, wait till you finish rubbing your eyes.
What?
I said I'll wait till you finish rubbing your eyes. You have simultaneously done the work of repair, got into coaching, reading, learning, expanding, while also being so clear to say to me, honey, no, this was not your wrongdoing. You are doing exactly what I spoke into existence for you. You are doing exactly what I have always seen to be your path. Do not back down. Go. Yes, is it uncomfy? Are archetypes of mine like Cook and the Queen with Muscles here right now? Yes. Is it bumpy? Is it new? Is it more resolute? But you have, I don't even know how, magically been like, this is my work to do, and keep going. It's been amazing. And yeah, that's why I stay. It's magical. It's marvelous. It's wondrous. It's stunning. What's coming up for your brain? You have a face.
Yeah, not a bad face, but it's like a... So there's a power dynamic of like I'm more rare than...
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Than you are? Or am I looking at it from a weird perspective right now? I feel like it's very strange the way I'm looking at it. I just, it's kind of blowing my mind that you just wouldn't start over again. Like if we, or
Not
if
at
you
all.
wouldn't go into long-term
Not
partnership
at this stage
again.
of my journey, my trajectory, not at all. Are you kidding me?
That's, and then
I would be so bogged down.
That's kind of, yeah, it's kind of fucking me up right now mentally.
It would not be of service to me.
You're such a powerful, desirous, stunning, gorgeous, successful woman. I don't understand.
It would be a waste of my time. For centuries, incredible men have been supported and uplifted by great women. Centuries. We have so many sayings, right? Behind every great man is a strong woman, right? Or a woman who's keeping it all together. I mean, there are research studies. There is, like, it is a narrative. It is a story. We know that so many wonderful men have a loving, supportive partner at home who is raising their kids and nurturing him and making his home this magical place for him to come home to. We have this narrative. It is beautiful. I don't hate it at all. We do not have narratives like what we are creating in this house. You are coming with me tomorrow because you noticed that the last time you did not. And you saw how not only we suffered, I suffered. And you said, I will be on that train with you.
Passing up $1,475.
No, there are not many men who would do what you are doing. And I know it in my bones, and I would not. Now, had this been Lauren 2018 again? Sure, maybe. But hell no. I know what is mine to do. I know what my path is to be on right now. And if you were to abandon ship, I would just keep on going. It would be a part of the story. It'd be sad.
Mm-hmm. You'd have to, yeah, I get it.
But I would not abandon the work that is mine in the world to do right now to go
so
out
important.
and find some man. No, not at all. I literally might never, it might put such a bad taste in my mouth that I literally never would again.
We have to go.
We have to go. Thank you for coming to this episode of the Partnership Podcast with Lauren and Trey. Trey's over there rubbing his face. I am so thankful that all of you are here today, but please keep in mind that these are our opinions, and our opinions, only you have a right to self-determination and informed decision
I don't want to go
making.
anywhere. I don't like,
Please don't.
I fucking love our life together. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't need you to worship me or like, you sharpen me. So I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want you to go anywhere either. I really want to work and fight for you. And I don't understand how there wouldn't be a line of men. I guess they probably just wouldn't be qualified. I think that's what you're saying. There'd be a line of men for you, but they just wouldn't be qualified to like date and be with you and be in true partnership.
There has never been a line of men for me.
Okay.
There has never been, and I do not think there ever will be. And I don't mean that in like I think too much of myself. I don't. I think I am a very unique flavor, of which is not, I think people may admire me or objectify, I guess, sure, whatever.
That's me too. I admire and objectify.
That's great.
You. Yeah.
We have to go. But I don't want you to go either.
I could go a lot of places with that unique flavor.
Thanks for coming. If you want to learn more about all of the millions of things we have talked about today, some I've done well, some I have not done well, go to sexedforyou.com/free consult. Request a free consult with me. Have a great day, and we will see you next time. Like, share, subscribe.
Bye-bye.
I didn't say those words right. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Holy shit.